Underground, Cursed Rockers and High Priestesses of Sound is the strange anthology comic you didn't know you were looking for. I've been looking to expand my own comic horizons. I've been trying to get out of the regular superhero and horror genres. Underground, as I'm going to call it from now on because that title is a mouthful, definitely fit my new criteria. From Titan Comics' official synopsis: they don't do it for fame, they do it for the music. They don't do it for the fame, they do it for the music. These rock legends and priestesses of sound are the outsiders, the trailblazers, artists who change the face of music forever simply for the love of it. From Captain Beefheart to Patti Smith, this odyssey through the rock hinterlands is perfect for fans of outsider artists, rock history aficionados, and those modern vinyl lovers who want to discover the saga that got music to where it is today. Featuring an all-new forward from writer and musician Michael Moorcock, this is the essential guide to the weird and wonderful performers that became legends in their own right. Now, being unfamiliar with this title, and I'm far from the world's biggest music fan, this is something that if I was browsing more traditionally in a comic store or maybe even on Amazon, I likely would have passed it over. Because I'm intentionally looking to broaden my horizons, finding something I wouldn't normally pick up worked out incredibly well in this case. Even if you've never heard of Moondog, The Residents, or Sun Ra, this is a fascinating read about the outliers with a love for what they do. I find people pursuing their passion, and pretty much any passion, fascinating. You don't have to have any prior knowledge to appreciate these stories that all read as if they're too crazy to be made up. As I flipped through these pages and read bio after bio, it made me think of Mark Twain's famous quote: "Truth is stranger than fiction, but it's because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't." The stories of these off-the-beaten-path artists are quick reads. The book is well over 300 pages, but each individual story flies by. It's more like a coffee table book than a graphic novel you'd sit down and read cover to cover in one sitting. There is no time wasted in each individual tale. Because of the direct to the point style, these completely unique and outrageous stories are told. The coffee table book format didn't stick for me. I opened the book just to see what it was, and I realized 80 pages later that this is one that I had to talk to the So Wizard audience about. Written by Arnaud Gouëfflec, and I'm sorry Arnaud because I'm sure I just butchered your name. This is much more than a graphic novel. It's 50 bite-sized biographies in one. The amount of time and research that went into this book must have been staggering. There is one aspect of the book that I didn't totally fall in love with, however. It's the art. And this is not a knock against artist Nicolas Moog. The art likely came out exactly as Moog intended. It's less about artistic expression and more about shortcuts in storytelling. I'm going to age myself here, but to me it's like texting with emojis as a shorthand. It's something I don't do and won't do. I fully understand that the art did its job and served its purpose because I never got lost in any of the stories and got a lot out of each one, despite them being relatively short. I just would have liked a little bit more polish on it because this is a graphic novel. Out of all 50 of these stories, the one that stuck with me the most was The Residents, a band that debuted in 1969 and was still going at the time Arnaud wrote this strange history in 2021. The members never revealed their identities, and speculation around who they are, or were, since the speculation includes members being replaced throughout the years, they had a ton of hits, despite the mystery, and took shots in the form of parody at some of the largest bands in the world, including the Beatles in their prime. One small bump in the road of underground cursed rockers and high priestesses of sound did nothing to diminish my enjoyment of the book. Underground filled a void in my brain I didn't know existed until I got going. You don't have to be an obscure music lover to appreciate this book, just someone who likes unique storytelling. Underground Cursed Rockers and High Priestesses of Sound was written by Arnaud Gouëfflec with art by Nicolas Moog. The Titan Comics release can be found wherever you get your comics on January 9th, 2024. It's already available for our UK listeners.